What up, y'all? We back. It's a 4-4 Heelz. I'm Aaron McKee, Steph Ronan right there. We back doing week 2, WWE top 5 storylines of the week. We got the Night of Champions, little quick prediction at the end of the episode, so stick around for our thoughts. It's still going down in Saudi, baby. Still going down in Saudi. But this kind of ties in our number 1 storyline of the week is going to be the King and Queen ring finals set. We got Asuka versus Jade. We got Cody versus Randy. Didn't see Asuka and Jade coming. Didn't see that one coming, man. How you feeling?
Yeah. Kind of did see it coming. I kind of saw Asuka winning because the way she buzzed through the first match, you know what I'm saying? I saw that coming, but then I would have thought at least Perez, but then the more I thought about it, I was like, they trying to push Jade to the fucking moon.
Mm-hmm.
Even though she sucks.
So you think Jade's getting the win?
Over Asuka, yeah.
Yeah,
I think
for sure.
I think there's going to be some kind of interference that happens that causes her not to move on. You know,
a little Naomi, maybe.
This would probably be this would probably be the kickoff to her storyline.
Yeah.
As far as what Asuka's going to do after the King of the Ring, but Jade is winning King of the Ring.
You think so? Okay.
I mean, yeah, because they want to push her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She has the look but she cannot go in that ring. She's horrible. Listen, Roxanne Perez carried that match. Like
she did.
From start to finish.
Yeah.
And she's supposed to be the rookie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I like how she was like getting out of the ring, running from her a little bit, tricking her to get back into the ring, you know. Doing those old veteran tricks as a rookie, if they will.
Cat and possum game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Playing the cat and possum game. You know, giving her direction in the ring. You know, it's almost as if Jade, when she gets out there, the lights are too bright. She gets lost. You know, again, when she was in AEW, Jade, I knew that she will eventually go to WWE and become a star because she just has that prototypical look that you want from your female superstars. I mean, no one looks like her. First of all, she has a unique look. So she looks the part, but she can't wrestle the part. She's not good in the ring. You know, she don't know how to tell stories in the ring. Put it that way.
Yeah.
She just does her move, next move. There is no, you know, she can't
transitions.
Sell. Yeah, there's no transitions, and she can't sell.
Yeah.
She's not that good of a seller. I don't know what you think about her as far as selling, but you know.
I think she's got a long way to go. Hopefully she can get there. Hopefully she can get there someday. But Asuka beating Bliss, that's what I was surprised about. I was like, man, I definitely thought Alexa Bliss, she had the return first. She's been doing it, but it looks like they're setting up a little Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss tag team match versus the Secret Hervis, I guess, at Evolution. That's what we're going to get.
This is what it seems to be. Charlotte, Alexa Bliss is another way for them to kind of turn Charlotte face. This is They're trying. They're trying, bro. Yeah, they're creeping on in. They put a little.
It ain't gonna work.
In.
It ain't gonna work, bro. But let me ask you this: Alexa Bliss versus Asuka match. When Alexa Bliss went up for the Bliss twist or the twist of whatever you want to call it, why did she get down from the ropes, bro? She was like, and then I was like, what the fuck was that? It was so weird.
Miscommunication. That's all that is. It's sort of like when a motherfucker on defense. In the down, and there's a touchdown. It's like wide open on NFL. Like, what the fuck happened? Most likely it was a missed assignment.
You know, she was just like Bliss, like pointed at her and was like said something, and then she just got down. I was like, that was
because she rolled the fuck out the ring. She was like, "That's not what we planned." Okay, when we get down from here.
Yeah.
So yeah,
but I got a theory of what might happen during this match, but I'll save it for the prediction at the end. Okay. Because it's predicting what's going to happen in the match, if you will. But other than that, I'm excited. I mean, we'll see how Asuka and Jade work. I don't know. I don't think their styles really line up too well, but we'll see how it goes.
We already know how this match is going to go. I can tell you exactly how it's going to go. It's going to go Asuka carrying Jade the whole time. Jade going to get her stuff in here and there. But Asuka's going to be the one carrying her up. And it's going to probably be another match of hers. Definitely Jade matches go this way of Jade starts off dominating. She gets too cocky or whatever. Asuka gets the upper hand. Asuka controls the middle of the match and towards the end until fucking Jade makes her great comeback and starts doing these power moves. And, you know, Asuka's going to lay down for Jade. So that's pretty much what it's going to be, man.
And then the ending with Roxanne and Jade. Jade hits her finisher, rolls over to do the pin. And we talked about it a couple of weeks ago. I was like, ref, just count to fucking 3. Don't do the fucking shoulder thing. She was like, the shoulder's not down. The shoulder's just fucking count to 3. It's the end of the match.
I like
just
that,
do
though.
it.
I like that they do that. I like that they put the shoulders, make sure, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's got to be some...
I get it, but
Yeah.
I'm like, it's the end. It looks stupid now because you're like, the shoulder's not down. So she should have time to kick out now since you took forever.
She had her arm underneath her shoulder so it wouldn't lay flat. So the ref had to, hey, get your arm out the way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's that, you know?
But the other side, we get Cody versus Randy, the match we've been waiting for.
Yeah.
Is there a heel turn? Are we getting a heel turn?
Randall's. No, not at Night of Champions.
Not a Night of Champions. Randy
Stay
beats
tuned
Sami.
To Word on the Street, because I have a word on the street about Cody and his heel turn, when he's going to do it, and the reason why he's going to do it. Find out on Word on the Street. I'll tell you what.
Randy beats Sami Zayn after Sami comes out and gets another memorable speech. I love that they keep doing these. I'm going to win the world title one day, God damn it. And then, nope, not this time.
You know, it's funny because I knew Randall was going to win already. You know what I'm saying? But the problem is Sami playing. Here he goes again. And he does what? He goes backstage and he proves Karrion Kross right.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Karrion Kross for weeks has been telling this dude, you're not a good guy.
Yeah.
You're not a nice guy. You're a bad guy. Stop fronting. And what does Sami Zayn does to prove Karrion Kross right? He sucker punches him.
Talks him right in the face. I've never seen a motherfucker so happy to get punched in the face.
Got him. You know what I'm saying? I loved it. But I'm saying Karrion Kross was right. He sucker punched. Since when babyfaces start sucking punches fucking heels?
It's they're not a babyface no more.
He's not a babyface. That's what I'm saying. Karrion Kross is right. You're not a good guy. You know what I'm saying, Sami?
Hell yeah.
You know, so yeah. Am I excited for that match? You know what I'm saying? Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross at Night of Champions? You're damn right I am. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm really excited for it. But like I told old boy who responded to one of our posts, you know what I'm saying? So talking about my rant didn't age well because he got a fucking match with Sami Zayn. Yes, sir. I'm sorry. It's not about age.
And it's not a one-off match either. Like, I mean, or could it be a one-off match? What if Karrion Kross gets this one match and then he goes back to being irrelevant again? You know, that's what we're talking about. We need an extended run, not like he had a match with AJ, but that was months ago. You know, that's what we're saying. Yeah,
that's why I was telling young boy or whatever dude is. I said consistency is key. We want consistency from the 4 Heels when it comes to Karrion Kross because he had the match with AJ Styles 2 months ago. Matter of fact, my main man over here, because he had that match, for the longest, bro, you was like Logan Paul, guarantee Logan Paul. He's gonna get into it with Logan Paul. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? So
nothing. Yeah,
consistency. So I don't want this to be just a one match at Night of Champions and then Karrion Kross goes back into doing these vignettes in the back and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The seed's planted. We need to see a whole ass tree come from it. That's what we're saying. We don't need a weed. We need a whole ass tree of storylines with them.
Exactly. Get him, and Karrion Kross should be involved in one of the main storylines on that show of Raw. One of the main storylines. But he's not. He's not. So until we see consistency with Karrion Kross being utilized more often, I'm gonna keep ranting and say, yo, what's really going on? You know what I'm saying? Word on the street, find out we got a theory about that. I saw what you text me, but I saw the whole video about that shit when the motherfuckers talk about it. We gotta talk about that shit, bro.
Yeah, but Cody gets the win over Jey Uso. Fucking great match on Raw, I thought. It was a great match.
It was.
Yeah.
It was. It had a lot of up and down, ebb and flow, you know what I'm saying, back and forth going on to the match. The friendship shit, you saw them trying to be cordial in the beginning, you know what I'm saying?
I saw it. I hated it.
You know, that's what you did. You just don't want to see handshaking.
I don't want to see that shit. Just go to war. You're fighting for a chance at the belt, fellas. You fight for the belt. But Cody hit 2 super cutters, 1 regular cutter.
Yeah.
It was good shit. Fucking Jay hits him with the fucking crossroads too. Bye-bye. It's funny how much the crowd thinks like that's gonna end the match. Like Jay hitting Cody with the crossroads. They're like, "Oh my god, I can't believe he kicked out." I was like, "Well, it's not. They never fucking go out when they land the other opponent's fucking finishing move. It never works."
Yeah,
but, great match. No interference. I definitely thought there would be some type of interference, but nothing, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it was they told a great story of two friends that's just fighting for the one position, just like how their promo was, when Jay was quieting down the crowd and he was telling them, like, I'm gonna get mine, I gotta get you, I want you to get yours, I'm gonna get mine too, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
hey, it was a great main event to Raw. I would say
Yeah.
that it was well deserved, yeah.
Yeah.
Shit. But Cody won, just like I thought.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
I knew Jay's not winning.
Yeah.
Word
It
on the
was either
street.
going to be Jay versus Sammy or Cody versus Randy. And once Sammy lost, I was like, oh, Cody's winning.
You think so? You think we're trying to put Sammy and Jay?
Yeah. To you could have them go heels either way. You know what I'm saying?
I would have liked to see Jay versus Randall's if that would have been a possibility, just off the strength, because Randall's, let's keep it a buck now. Randall still should have some animosity against Jay.
Yeah,
because
a little bit.
He was part of the bloodline when they put Randall's on the shelf.
Yep.
So
there is that little bit of animosity there.
It should be something of that sort, you know what I'm saying? And Randall should have went ahead and try to give him the business, you know what I mean? But I guess they didn't want to put Jay or make the fans choose between Jay and Randall's, you know what I'm saying? Because as over Jay is, Randy's like, he's a legend, so he's over. He's always going to be like that guy that you're going to cheer for regardless of who he's going against in the ring.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, he's at that stage in his career. Randall's can come out and punt Cody Rhodes in the head, and everybody be like, half the arena will be cheering that shit up.
Yeah.
The only little kids will be booing, you know what I'm saying?
That's the week 2 storyline, because Seth Rollins calls out the crowd on Monday Night Raw to kick off Monday Night Raw, talking about, you bark when Braun Breaker's out here. You want CM Punk. You want the OTC. He's like, you guys don't know what y'all want. Like I've always said, situational baby faces and heels, bro. It's so crazy that Seth is the one calling the crowd. He's like, what do you guys, you sing my song and then you boo me. He's like, it makes no sense to me, right?
See, that's where the problem I have with Franklin, bro. See, this is why I say Franklin just sit his ass down somewhere, bro. Because think about this. He's the one who's egging on the crowd. Franklin, if you don't want the crowd to sing, then stop doing this. Stop doing this. Stop doing that. You know what I'm saying? See, that's what I'm trying to figure out, bro. See, this is how you know somebody in the back is noticing, like the crowd is swaying from side to side. No one is really sticking with the side. Let's talk about that. But that's been happening for the longest. Like my boy Aaron McKee been saying, situational heels, situational baby faces. Now we got situational crowds. You know what I'm saying? It depends on who you're fighting against. That's
depending on who's standing next to you. You're like, I'll take this guy now. Oh no, now I want to go against him, bro. Y'all got to pick a side, bro. It was never like this back. You either hated someone or you loved him. There was no like, I like him when he's facing this person, but I don't like him when he's facing this person.
Right.
It's crazy.
Let me go ahead and talk about some damn Braun Breakers. Okay. All right. Let me go ahead and chomp off the E for doing this to our boy. Okay. Look, I understand he's a dog. I understand he's a dog. But is he really going to be a dog? Literally? I mean, that shit I seen on Raw, bro. I looked at it and I literally had covered my mouth like, no.
Yeah. When Paul Heyman had to hold him back when he's barking at Byron.
Yes. Byron coming up for an interview and he's I'm like, what are they doing?
It's too funny.
Bro, Braun Breaker does not need to be in that faction. I am so sorry to everybody.
I'm telling you, bro. Braun Breaker is the next Paul Heyman guy. That's the next. When Paul Heyman turns on Seth, it's going to be with Braun Breaker, bro.
Oh, yeah. We know this to be true.
Yeah.
We know it's coming.
And Paul's going to be like, this was the plan the whole time. He's going to eat it. Yeah, that's the way we're leaning, bro. And Bronson Reed, I mean, he has a role just to be the tsunami guy, but I mean, this is why I really don't think they should add a fourth guy to this, because it's just going to get too congested.
I wish they would have never put Braun Breaker in this fucking faction. The Oracle, as they call them now. I think this is what the name of the group. The Oracle now.
Yeah,
because he's the
advocate, the wise man, the Oracle.
He should never been in this faction, bro. Like, since Braun Breaker's been in this faction, bro, and see, this is how I know it had no effect on him. It hasn't made him more popular.
Mm-hmm.
He's maintained his same level of excitement and same level of fandom since he joined his faction. Like, he didn't need the faction, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would have respected it more if Braun Breaker was on his own and Paul Heyman was in his ear the whole time trying to persuade him to come over to join Seth Rollins and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But he keeps rejecting him. You know what I'm saying? And then maybe eventually he may join, maybe. But I would like to see him not join, for Paul Heyman to persuade Braun Breaker to join the faction, but only for Braun Breaker to persuade Paul Heyman to turn on Seth Rollins, and then your Paul Heyman guy will be Braun Breaker. Now, that would have been a twist to some shit right there for real.
Yeah.
I would like to see something like that. But this faction isn't doing anything for, not even Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed is the faction's jobber. This is, if they want someone to lose from this faction, it's going to be Bronson Reed.
Yeah, he's gonna eat the pin, but then he also does the most damage to anyone with all these tsunamis. You know, it makes no sense right now. It makes no sense.
Again, but I gave the Death Riders storyline some grace, and look where it came, and it's paying off, and it was good that I gave it grace. I'm giving this grace. I'm giving it time, bro. Like I feel like they really don't know where they're going with this group yet. I feel like they're still filling it out. You know what I mean? So
when does Seth cash in? Because we haven't even got a tease yet of a cash in. Usually there's a couple teases, if you will. Is there going to be a tease at Night of Champions in Saudi, Cena and CM Punk, or will he cash in what everyone thinks on Saturday Night Main Event if Goldberg wins, or does it wait till SummerSlam?
I see him cashing in closer to the end of John Cena's farewell tour.
Yeah.
Towards the end.
Towards the end.
I see them moving the undisputed championship. If Cena, okay, so check this out. So if Cena keeps the belt, they're going to retire the undisputed championship and bring a new belt to the fold, and it's called the WWE Championship, right? If John Cena does loses it to Seth Rollins for Money in the Bank, that title, undisputed title, will go on to Raw, and the World Heavyweight Championship title will go to SmackDown. That's what I see it. I just don't see Seth Rollins cashing in that Money in the Bank briefcase anytime soon, because it's an element that adds more into their faction. You know what I mean? So it's another key element to where, Seth Rollins also Mr. Money in the Bank, and you got Braun and you have Reed just sniffing around him, helping him out. You know what I'm saying? So I think they're going to keep on playing on this for a little while before he cashes in. Or, like you said, he might cash in on Saturday Night Main Event if Goldberg wins. But see, I don't know why everybody think Goldberg's going to win.
Because it's in Atlanta, probably. That's it.
Maybe Goldberg.
I don't know why. Win. I think Gunther beats the shit out of him. That's what I think.
Well, shit, is that another one of your top 5 storylines this week?
Not this week, bro. Not this week.
Gunther's amazing promo?
No, because that was a solid promo, and I thought Goldberg was going to be on the show, so I would add it. But Goldberg just did a fucking shitty ass interview. I hate when they advertise a superstar for a show and then they're just in an interview. But I guess Goldberg's going to be on Raw this week, so I'm gonna save it for next week.
Oh, okay. All right. We'll save it for next week. The promo was phenomenal.
Fire. You can't even lace my boots, bitch.
Best Gunther promos. Said that he was a one-trick pony, and yes, he is a one-trick pony. Goldberg is a one-trick pony, but hey,
you come out, you spear, you'd hit the jackknife. We get it.
Bro, it's like it's so amazing to me how people memories just fade off to fade to black. You know what I'm saying? Like where was this same conversation about Goldberg years ago when he was running through competition? Because when he was in WCW, I didn't hear nobody talking about this shit. When he came back from the long hiatus to WWF and went against The Rock and did his run there, I ain't hear nobody saying this shit. You know what I'm saying?
People love to hate.
I think I know where this all started from. I can pinpoint the match. WrestleMania. Brock Lesnar versus Bill Goldberg with Stone Cold as the referee. Have you ever seen that match?
Yeah.
That match wasn't even a match. It was overtook by the fans. It was in New York. The fans both knew that Goldberg was leaving and Brock Lesnar was leaving.
They hated both of them.
The fans was booing the shit out of them, bro. I mean, the whole match. They wasn't cheering for nobody. The only person they would cheer for was Stone Cold. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I think that's where it all started from. But here's my thing. I keep hearing people online saying Goldberg matches is this and this and that. A Goldberg match, like I said, if you go into a Goldberg match wanting to see a match something similar to Ospreay or a fucking match similar to fucking a Chad Gable or AJ Styles, bro, you watching the wrong guy. Like, this ain't it. Like, I know these things. See, I think sometimes as wrestling fans only watch wrestling with one set of eyes. They don't know how to turn into and understand, like, this dude's style is different from this dude's style. You know what I'm saying? Her style is different from her style. There's more than multiple ways to do pro wrestling inside the square circle. You don't
Yeah.
have to just always be a technician wrestler all the time. You don't
No,
need
bro.
to know.
I want Big Show doing Hurricane Ranas, goddammit. All right. That's what I want.
No, listen, real shit. No, this is real shit. You laugh, but this some real shit happened. I remember one time on Raw, because the backlash from the fans was saying, "Oh, Raw is so trash. It's not a wrestling show anymore." And this is like back in the day. This is probably early 2000s, like 2020, 2007, 2008. There was a match between Kane and the Big Show, bro, and they did this on purpose. I would never forget it. They locked up and they started doing side headlock takeover takedowns. Boom. And he get up and then he'll sweep his leg and then he'll cover him. I'm like wrestling like how smaller dudes will wrestle and shit, right? It was so hilarious. It was almost like, this is what y'all want to see? You want to see these two big behemoths wrestle this type of style of match? Okay, we're gonna give it to you. You know what I'm saying? It was really weird. So my point is, you can't expect every wrestler to wrestle. I really like Goldberg for the simple fact that this motherfucker's aura is off the charts, bro. His music hits. I see that motherfucker snorting, kicking. Bro, it gets me hyped. You know what I'm saying? I want to see him run a motherfucker over. I don't want to see him have a 25-minute match with somebody. I want to see him go in there and do damage and get the fuck out. That's what Goldberg does. You know what I'm saying?
That's what he's been doing forever.
So all those posts about he only wrestled 45 minutes in his last whatever, that don't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense at all. At all. It's Goldberg. Get over it, man. He's going to have his last match in Atlanta. You know why? Because Goldberg draws fucking money. I don't want to hear everybody gave me every other name under the sun who can be in this match with Goldberg, except for one reason you're missing: drawing factor. Goldberg is still a draw, whether you want to admit it or not. He's a fucking
That's why
legend.
they brought him back.
That's why they brought him back. Thank you.
You know else who was a draw?
Who?
John motherfucking Cena in the Pipe Bomb 2. Oh my God! What are your thoughts, bro? He fucked that. I was about to call 911, bro. Nah. I was about to call 911. I was like, someone got murdered in this ring, bro.
Ooh, boy, listen. Like I said,
you are TKO, bro. So many good lines.
The greatest person to ever fucking rock a mic, and you can't give me another motherfucker better than John Cena who can rock that mic better than him, bro. He's perfect. Like, he sat there on top of that fucking rope and just literally mimicked the fucking promo, the Pipe Bomb promo, but did it better than Punk. Tell me why he did it better than Punk's promo.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the line I think really was the last dagger, and it might have been towards the beginning. He was like, the only reason you were able to do the Pipe Bomb is because I allowed it. I gave you the stage for that Pipe Bomb. Bro, and what they said R-Truth versus Cena was the match that led to the Pipe Bomb. This match, R-Truth versus Cena, led to Pipe Bomb 2.0.
Yeah. Cena, look, it was getting to the point where Cena was on a roll to where, listen, I texted you. I said, this run, he'll run now,
just started
up. It just started now, bro. It just got ramped up. You know why? Because now he has them right here. It took him a while to get them right here, but now that Cena has them right here, and it was a flicker in Cena's eye that I haven't seen in a while. And I'm not talking about since he came back and did the heel turn. I'm not talking about even when he made his these sparing appearances elsewhere on other different WWE shows throughout the years. I've seen a spark in Cena's eye that I haven't seen in a while. It was almost like
he said, "I got
a light
this."
came on. I was like, "This is why I fucking love this shit."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He turned the crowd. First, it was 25%, then it went to 50%, and then it went to 100%. The whole crowd, by the end, he was chanting his name, bro. It was crazy.
And think about how this crowd's going to be in Saudi, because guess who has talked shit about Saudi?
Who?
CM Punk. CM Punk, bro.
Yeah.
This crowd's going to be 100-0 in Saudi, bro. They're going to boo the shit out of CM Punk. I feel like it. I could be wrong, but I think this crowd boos the dog piss out of fucking CM Punk. And John Cena will get 100% of the cheers, bro.
He should.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. This is how good John Cena is. You want to talk about one trick pony? That's CM Punk. That's the one trick pony. He came back from the WWE. He came back from AEW to the WWE, and he low key was trying to not be the voice of the voiceless. He was low key trying not to be that rebel against the establishment CM Punk that he had that one time. And guess what? It ain't hitting. It ain't hitting.
Even his
Punk ain't
first
hitting.
rivalry with Drew McIntyre was the guy that was the voice of the voiceless almost.
Listen,
You know what I'm saying?
Drew roasted Punk.
Yeah.
Drew carried that fucking feud. I don't care what no one say. Drew carried that fucking feud, bro.
Yeah.
And he was rocking him on the mic.
Yeah.
And it was so surprising because first of all, I didn't even know Drew can go that hard on the mic. I knew that he had some zingers, but I didn't know he can go like that. That was Drew's coming out party for me. You know what I'm saying? And second of all, he's going against someone like CM Punk, who can go on the mic. His run during 2012, the Summer Punk, bro, the pipe bombs used to drop on Triple H, Vince McMahon, fucking Cena, like anybody. He would just say some off the wall. See, CM
Those
Punk,
days are done.
but you know what Cena did to CM Punk that CM Punk used to do, and this is why I think John Cena did it. CM Punk was known for breaking the fourth wall. He was known for breaking the fourth wall. That's why all his pipe bombs had so much oomph to it, because he would break the fourth wall.
Yeah.
Cena broke the fourth wall and said, not only can I do what you do, I can do it better.
Bro, crushed him, bro.
So what do you think? Let me ask you this. You've seen the original pipe bomb and you watched this one. What you think, bro? Who did it better?
It's night and day, bro. It's night and day. It's night and day. He took the aspects of that and just like made it better.
Yeah.
But I mean, god damn, that shit was crazy, bro. I watched it like 5 times. I was like, this is insane. This is insane.
Definitely the highlight of the week in WWE. Definitely, like, by far. It was a total shocker. I wasn't expecting anything like that, bro. And John Cena laced the fuck him up, bro. He put him into a position to where CM Punk. See, I was wondering. I'm looking at CM Punk in the ring with the table broke. I was like, when is he going to open his eyes and try to go like this?
Do something.
John Cena was whooping his ass verbally so bad that he kept laying there with his eyes closed, hoping it would go away.
Yeah, he's like, this motherfucker needs to stop, man. This guy needs to stop.
He's like, oh yeah, he get me. He get me good.
Yeah.
Shit. This motherfucker. Look, John Cena is the best. Definitely
him, bro.
On my Mount Rushmore of WWE great of all time. Definitely John Cena's up there, bro. This is why he is. This is why he is who he is.
He's got to be number one on the mic. Number one on the mic by far.
And it's not even close. You understand? Someone said
I think the only one who's close to John Cena in WWE right now is not even a wrestler. It's Paul Heyman. That's the only one that can come close. I'm not saying he is close. That's the only one that can come close to John Cena.
Okay, I can see what you're saying. Like, Paul Heyman is nice. Like, he's probably better than all the wrestlers on the mic. But the thing is, Paul Heyman don't do. Paul Heyman makes you listen. Like, he grabs your attention, right? John Cena grabs your attention and makes you feel something. Like, he makes you feel, ooh, that motherfucker right there. But like, he makes you feel. He knows how to pull emotion out of you. This is what makes John Cena good. The Rock is just funny. He'll throw some childish jokes around and all types of stuff. You know, it's that corny stuff. I never thought Rock was the fucking greatest on the mic. I don't know why people overrate him.
He just does the corny shit.
Yeah. Shit, I'm gonna tell you someone who's better than Rock on the mic. The fucking Miz.
Yeah.
The Miz is great on the mic. Like,
hell yeah.
People sleep on the Miz. Miz is probably gonna go down. I'm guarantee you, Miz is gonna be one of those wrestlers that when he retires and he's gone, then people gonna look back and be like, damn, this motherfucker was great.
Yeah.
This is what's gonna be.
For sure.
What's gonna be, bro. But John Cena, the GOAT. I'm so sorry. I know. Hey, look, I got the OTC shirt on today, but I'm sorry, bro. John Cena. You can't tell.
I wore CM Punk for the funeral, bro.
It was a funeral on Mr. Punk, man.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you this. You know CM Punk's gonna get some get back, right? You know he's gonna come back out there.
He's got one more show to do it, bro. That's it. Friday. Let's see what you got.
Do you think he knocks it out the park?
No.
Just that simple, right? No.
There ain't no coming back from that, bro. There's nothing you can do. Nothing you can do. Maybe we'll see. We'll see if he can do it without bringing up The Rock, because the crowd reacts to when, like, CM Punk knows if he talks shit about The Rock, the WWE universe is gonna boo. So he kind of uses that as a crutch, if you will. Yeah,
I'm highly
crazy, bro.
I'm highly disappointed.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'm highly disappointed, bro.
We'll see, bro. We got number 4, bro. It's Bayley, Becky, Lyra Valkyria situation. Lyra gets involved, costs Bayley the IC championship. It's looking like we getting a 3-way match, maybe at Evolution for the Intercontinental Championship. Again, I'm not a fan of Becky. She's starting to turn me, bro. Anyone she works with, I feel like, God damn, that's the best match she's had in a long time. And who is on the opposite side? Becky fucking Lynch, bro.
No, listen. If I'm pull a motherfucker card, I'm willing to put the motherfucker back in the deck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Becky that we're seeing right now, this is the same Becky that we got when she went through that transformation of becoming the man.
Yeah, when she was first the man.
This is resemblance of that same run, how passionate she is and how she's been going hard on Becky since she came back, since she started her feud with Lyra. She's been on point. Every match that she has been putting out there has been on point. So I have no problem, again, we have no problem, the 4-4 Heelz, giving you your flowers when you deserve them. Because we're going to pull your card when we deserve it. But Becky's been on point, bro. She's been on point.
She's been crushing, bro.
She's been on point.
She's been crushing. Hey, shout out Corey Graves, too, because when Lyra was about to get in the ring, he's like, don't get involved. You're going to cost her the match. He was like yelling it at her, man. Corey Graves, bro. Shout out Corey Graves. Crushing it. We love you, bro.
Yes.
Pat McAfee, take as much time as you want, man. I know you're hurt. You're hurt. I get it. The fans are turning on you. It's because you're not that good.
He's not. See, I think Pat McAfee needs to understand about wrestling fans. Wrestling fans is very much in the moment type of people. You know what I'm saying? Which is why a lot of our stuff that we talk about and put out there, it gets received pretty well because we have foresight. And being caught in the moment would get you killed in this wrestling industry, because you will have you saying a lot of shit that make you regret because you just get caught up in the moment, you know. And and at the moment, wrestling fans was loving Pat McAfee. He was something new, something fresh, but that shit got old quick, bro. That shit got old quick. Corey Graves should have never been taken off of Raw.
Never.
If anything, it should have been Pat McAfee and Joe Tessitore on SmackDown.
Yeah. Or just have people hate the 3-man booth. Have the 3-man booth, man. Let Corey, Michael do most of the talking.
Nah.
Have Pat McAfee do the yeeting and stuff like that he does.
Nah.
Yeah.
That's how good chemistry Corey Graves and Michael Cole has. Like, they don't need to have a third man interjecting all the time.
They don't.
You know?
They don't.
I mean, shit, look, I was thinking about this shit last night watching Dynamite. I'm like, one of these people need to go. Like, you either keep Excalibur or you get rid of the new dude with the glasses, because they sound too similar.
They sound very similar.
Yeah, they don't have distinctive voices.
Yeah. Excalibur can go.
You know what Jim Cornette...
Or at least take the mask off, bro.
You know what he calls Fat Buff?
Huh.
He calls him sock face.
I get you a luchador and all that shit, but bro, take the fucking mask off, bro.
He called him sock
You're a
face.
commentator, bro. It's
said,
crazy. It's crazy
face.
when they fucking zoom in on them. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. But our 5th story of the week, bro. And I just want to bring this up because I want to know what do you think's going to happen? Because at first they said Liv and Raquel were going to vacate the titles. Now they're saying Roxy's just going to kind of squeeze in, and that's kind of what we're seeing happen on this week of Raw with them throwing Rhea through the table. But the rivalry is with Rhea. So is Rhea going to become a tag team champion, and with who? That's an interesting. Yeah. Because we're getting a street fight coming up on SmackDown versus Raquel and Rhea. But the initial word was Raquel and Liv were going to vacate the titles. But now the word on the street is they're just going to put in Roxanne Perez and be the tag team champs. So is Rhea and someone else going to become a tag team champion? Because if I see Rhea in a tag team championship match, I 100% know she's going to win them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
And no, they won't. And it depends on who she picks as a partner. That's who's going to take the pin.
Yeah.
Okay. I think Roxy and Raquel going to retain the titles, and that's what's going to kick off this storyline of Raquel really rocking with Roxanne.
Yeah.
Realizing how good she is. And Roxanne is going to treat her as an equal, or, really get in her head and trying to be like, hey, see, Liv doesn't let you do this. I'll let, you know what I'm saying? And this is what's going to start Liv Morgan's babyface run when she comes back from her injury.
Yeah. It's funny. They look like Raquel and Roxanne look like twins, Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Remember that movie, bro? Remember that movie?
Yeah, I do.
That's what they look like. I'm like, that's Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger right there. But
yeah, I remember that shit. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm interested to see. We'll see how this street fight goes on Friday between Raquel and Rhea. Maybe it's just like a one-off. Their feud will be done. And then maybe they'll set up Roxanne, Raquel, and the Bella Twins again, like they were initially going to do. Because what they did say was at Night of Champions, it was supposed to be Io versus Liv Morgan for the belt.
Mm-hmm.
And then at Evolution, it was supposed to be Liv, Raquel, and the Bella Twins.
Right.
So,
and
we'll see.
I've heard people online saying they would like to see the Bella Twins become tag team champions.
Nope. I'll pass.
They didn't have tag team championship belts when there was in that era. I can guarantee you right now, if there was tag team belts in that era, the Bella Twins would have won them shits, like because of twins.
Yeah, for sure.
You know,
it just makes sense.
At this point, it doesn't really matter. It'd be a nice little cherry on top of their careers.
Yeah, because I don't think Bria's not coming back full time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Only Nikki is. So it's like, why give them the tag team belts?
Right. Shit, we seen stranger things happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
maybe Nikki cost Raquel the match here on SmackDown against Rhea, and then that sets up the Evolution Tag Team Championship match.
But think about it though. I mean, maybe that could be what it is. But think about it. How many times have we seen the women's championships even being defended consistently?
Yeah.
Hardly ever, bro.
Not much. At
this point, they're just props.
Yeah.
You know
and that's
what I mean?
what Rhea was just on Chris Van Fleet. I was listening to a little bit this morning, and she was like talking about her match before WrestleMania 41. She was hella nervous because she's like, when I was champ, I wasn't wrestling that often. Like, I hadn't had that many matches. I'm like, damn, Triple H, bro. Let's book some women like Io. When was the last time Io fucking wrestled?
That's
Stephanie Vicure right after WrestleMania. That's it, bro.
Yeah.
That's it. Do something, Triple H. They got the goddamn belt. Quit having Alba Fire versus Charlotte Flair. Let's get Io Sky in the mix. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. So, but I don't know. Triple H don't like to book his champions on TV.
Mostly all the fucking time, bro. All the time he doesn't book the champions on TV.
That's crazy.
It's crazy to me.
That is
crazy.
Damn.
It's like you finally reached the pinnacle, and now you get to take a break, bro. Just cut some promos, do a little backstage. Peace. Tiffany Stratton's the only one that kind of wrestles a lot, but even so, not really.
No, she really does. She mostly just come out and cuts promos.
Yeah, and then has like a little fight in the ring type shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but and we're gonna get into this right now. Night of Champions, which a lot of people online are calling it the SmackDown before is Night of Champions because there's actually 3 title defenses on SmackDown, but only 2 title defenses on Night of Champions, which that seems backwards in my mind. But let's get into Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa, bro. Who you got? I'm going
Jacob Fatu, bro.
Yes, yes. It's got to be, bro.
And I'm surprised, to be honest with you. I'm shocked, at you for this not even being one of your top 5 storylines of the week.
I know.
That shit.
It's because we need to talk about it right here.
Fatu. Because to be honest with you, other than the John Cena promo up until that point, this was the highlight for me on SmackDown, was this back and forth with Jacob and Solo in the middle of the ring.
With your boy, your doppelganger, Big Jim coming out and saving the day, bro.
Yeah.
Well, kind of saving the day. He got his ass kicked, and then Jacob saved the day. But
but see, and it's like, what's going on with Jacob and Jimmy? Is they going to be starting a little something?
Still a little animosity there, but they're like, hey, bro, the enemy of my enemy is my friend type shit.
Exactly. So I don't know, man. But I'm going with Jacob. I'm most definitely going with Jacob to retain. Unless somebody like Hikuleu or whatever comes out there, and that's when he makes his debut at Night of Champions. Help Solo gets the United States Championship belt.
Possibly.
Maybe.
And shit, I was wrong. The Raquel Rhea fight is on Night of Champions. So who you got? Rhea, Raquel, street fight.
Oh, so it's not okay. I'm definitely. I'm probably gonna go with Raquel.
Oh shit! Surprise win right there. I'm gonna take my girl Rhea.
Raquel's gonna win it because Roxanne Perez interferes.
Roxanne, that makes sense.
Roxanne.
We got Karrion Kross versus Sami Zayn. I think are we both taking Karrion Kross, or is this gonna be Sami Zayn turning heel, and that's exactly what Kross wanted to do, so Kross takes the loss? I think that's the way I'm going. I think Sammy's winning it, bro. That's why I'm taking it. Sammy's winning it, but there's like something's happening.
Let me tell you something. Kross is going to beat the living breaks off this boy. I'm going to tell you why. He sucker punched Kross in the back. Kross said, we got him.
Yeah.
Kross is going to try to make him do something that's out of his character or who's really in his character. And Kross is going to use that against him to turn around and make him lose the match.
Okay, you're taking Kross.
Kross is
See,
going to get him.
I think it might be a situation like when he wrestled AJ and he just let him hit him with a phenomenal elbow. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that was because he had a reason to, because he wanted him to bring out that bad side so he can mess up Logan Paul.
Yeah.
But
and he
Sami,
didn't. He lost to Logan Paul.
Yeah. But Sami
All right,
Zayn ain't got nobody else. He's not like, after this, what's next for Sami Zayn? We don't know. You know what I'm saying?
We don't know.
So I just feel like Karrion Kross is going to use that anger and that frustration against him to use Sami Zayn as a peg to step up higher, because he's been gaining up wins. All the wins he's been gaining on main event, he's going to use this or get a win on PLE. He's going to be undeniable. You know what I'm saying? So he's going to keep climbing that ladder. Give me Karrion Kross for the win over Sami Zayn.
All right. We got Cody versus Randy. I think it's Cody, bro. I think it's Cody.
Give me Cody.
Cody. All right, we're both going Cody. All right, we got Jade versus Asuka, and this was my theory. With that last stare down, the last time we saw Bianca Belair, she and Jade were staring down each other like something was going down.
Yeah.
And I think this is when Bianca might cost Jade the match. And then for this longest time, we realized that Naomi and Bianca have been in cahoots the whole time, bro. Because you know what? As mad as Naomi and Bianca are at each other, they've really never touched gloves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for that, Asuka wins, bro.
Yeah. Asuka don't win, period. Like, I think Asuka should win, period. You know, but I just feel like they're going to give it to Jade.
Yeah. So if you had to put $10 on it.
Yeah, it's going to be Jade.
All right.
They're going to give it to Jade.
All right, the main event, bro. The main event. John Cena, CM Punk.
John Cena.
Me too. Yeah, it doesn't end right here, bro.
John Cena, man. It's
yeah. Does he win with a low blow and a belt shot again, bro? I want it to happen so bad, just so my prediction can be right, bro. Because he's gonna cheat to win every match, bro.
Well, I would like to see that, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Keep that same momentum going. Nut shot, belt shot, win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know, man. I think John Cena they're gonna book this to where John Cena don't even gotta do that to beat Punk, and he's gonna beat him clean, bro. Like, just Molly beat that boy ass, boy. But I got a funny feeling Rollins gonna get involved in this some kind of way.
A teased cash in, maybe.
Maybe a teased cash in, or just out of pure spite, just be out there and mess up and come out the next night on Raw and say, "You want to know why I interfered in that match against John Cena? Because I told you, as long as I'm around, CM Punk would never get another title shot or anything." You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
And I want to be the one to knock off John Cena.
Yeah. So that makes sense.
You know, I can see that happening. You know what I'm saying? So that way they can save Punk face and stuff. But I'm gonna tell you something right now. I got a CM Punk shirt in my closet. I haven't worn that motherfucker in a long time. And I'm not gonna wear it because in 2 hours give me some CM Punk that I know. This CM Punk, bro, I don't like this dude. This dude he's been reduced down to his song.
Yeah.
He's been reduced down to his song. I don't even get I used to get some sort of excitement when I hear that static and that cult of personality coming on. I'm like, oh, we got to get into some shit. Now when I hear that shit, I'm like, here we go.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens at Night of Champions, y'all.
So wait, hold on. No.
Wait.
Oh, well, shit. I guess we can set up for Word on the Street. Yeah, that's our Night of the Champions predictions. We'll talk about that other shit on Word on the Street.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, watch our other shit. Peace.